So today is July 3rd, and it's been approximately 12 days since I started a ketogenic diet, and the results so far have been pretty promising. The first one being that I've had this just excessively bad hand dryness, especially on my knuckle area, and over the last almost 2 weeks, it's improved dramatically. You can't even tell like the redness on my knuckles. And to go into that condition a little bit further, for the last almost 10 years, my hands have just been insanely dry, especially during the winter, to the point where they would just be completely cracked and bleeding, and I'd be in pain every single day. The only way to get it somewhat manageable was to be sleeping with lotion and gloves on, and even then that would only help to a degree, and in some cases it almost made it worse, just because it would make my hands so soft that they would rip and tear even more than they already were normally. And to add to that, I'm not experiencing the crashes I would on like a normal diet, or really the fatigue. One thing I will note is that sometimes sleeping can be a little bit weird, which I hear eventually normalizes. Sometimes I just feel very awake at night. Even though I'm tired, I'm not necessarily sleepy, if that makes any sense. So hopefully that continues to get better. It was really bad the first 2 or 3 days, but it's been slowly tapering out. What else to note? My anxiety has also not been as bad, which is definitely great. I've experienced similar improvements when I was doing things like gluten-free diet and fruit fast, stuff like that, but nothing to this degree by itself. I will note that as far as supplements, I have started taking something called keto chow. You mix it with like a whey protein and and heavy cream or water, depending on the caloric intake that you've determined is correct for you, and that's definitely been helping with the electrolyte balance. Something that I haven't gotten perfected just yet. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. Usually it has to do with more of my salt intake, because I've tried adding in the different electrolytes like potassium, magnesium, and calcium, and usually it's salt that I'm needing more of. So just keeping like salted sunflower seeds or something as a snack is definitely a good thing to do. As well as just that keto chow in general. Starting off, it's going to be hard to adjust, and you're going to want sugars and stuff, foods like that. So having the keto chow handy whenever you're hungry is just a really good idea. Or just you can even make your own keto chow using an electrolyte blend and multivitamin, fish oil, whey protein, or some other type of protein would probably be good as well, just to meet your protein intake requirements for the day. Let's see what else. Other than that, I've been able to cut out all these extra supplements that I was taking, just to try to mitigate all the side effects I was getting from a regular diet. So things like TUDCA, dandelion root, curcumin, all these extra B vitamins. There's some in the keto chow, but I'm not having to take unnecessarily increased amounts. Vitamin C, resveratrol, things along that nature. I just really haven't felt a need for. Another big one was like an adrenal blend, such as like Adrenergize by Enzymatic Therapy, or Adrenal Support by Dr. Morse, or even just Enzymatic Therapy's Adrenal Glandular. I haven't really seemed to need much of that either. However, one thing I'm really hoping does get better soon is the sore throat and voice strain that I still experience. I am going to order something called Epicor, which is an immune system prebiotic, and that had helped me in the past with my allergies, so I'm hoping that something like that can get things jump started again. If that doesn't really work, maybe I'll try something like a probiotic, or another like immune herbal blend or mushroom herbal blend, something along those lines. But other than that, I don't think I have much else to contribute. The biggest part is that I'm actually gaining weight this time. So currently I weigh around 115 pounds, and I had dropped to 111 the last time I did a video. So I'm definitely excited to see if I can pass the 120, 121 pound threshold that I had issues passing in the past. So I think that's about it for this video. See you guys next time.